Hi, do you understand the rules to music? And how and when we can break them? Watch this 11-minute video and take a simple audio test to find out. I'm Kevin George, aka The Boogeyman, and welcome to We will approach this question from two angles. Let's take the notes C, E, G, and B flat. These notes make the C dominant 7 chord. The name and theory behind the chord isn't really important at this point, but notice the tension between E and B flat. Early Baroque musicians labeled the dominant family of chords as dissonant and unstable, and as a rule had to be resolved to the most stable root. Later, a few black musicians came along who really began to dig that dissonant dominant sound, and soon began writing music using only dominant chords, breaking the rules and inventing the blues. A regular 12-bar blues will go through different dominant chords, and at the end of the song you'll have a dominant chord resolve into another dominant chord. Breaking the rules this way revolutionized Western music. Bringing us back to our question, are dominant chords stable or unstable? Early Baroque musicians wrote simple harmony using major and minor triads. However, blues musicians wrote music that was so harmonically colorful and got our ears used to that dissonant dominant sound as part of the blues flavor. And in context of all that dissonant tension, we can hear the final dominant chord as being resolved. In this section, we will talk about how to properly listen out for resolutions. Again, feel free to listen back to that example as many times as you need before moving on. This movement from unresolved to resolution can feel like the up and downs of a roller coaster. Musicians refer to this movement as cadence. Cadence is an important tool for composing and songwriting. Music that does not use cadence will sound flat and will lack excitement. I will reveal the correct answers after each question, and at the end for you to tally your score. Feel free to pause and replay each question as many times as you like before answering. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. B. Unresolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. B. Unresolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. A. Resolved. Deceptive cadence is resolving a chord, but not to the root of the key you're in. The following chord progression uses pure cadence and will sound like you've come back home. Now if we change the last chord to A major instead of C, it will still sound resolved, but rather than back home, it'll sound like you're in a new location. While deceptive cadence does sound resolved, it sounds like we're resolved to a new location or a new chapter. Again, a useful tool in songwriting. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. C. Deceptive cadence. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. A. Resolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. C. Deceptive cadence.
Yo, let's stop for a second and talk about phrases. The often shouldn't and ripping like crazy. I'm gonna break it down for you gents and ladies with a single rhyme scheme, cause man, I'm lazy. See, the laws ain't strict like the army or the navy. If you can't break the rules, what's the point of being careful? You gotta love it first before things get hairy. So let me spit my rhymes so the beat gets basic. You can build bands of reality if it takes out gravy. Slide them up and be free, just keep your flow steady. Ain't nothing will work if you phrase them sincerely, cause they let color and sound hip and trendy. So don't play by the rules and present them. Words only mean what you meant for them. Every note's got some emotional flavor, so work with them daily and make the wrong notes sound hip and sexy.
Phrasing is everything when it comes to storytelling. Good storytelling can turn a boring topic into an adventure, and bad storytelling can ruin even the best plots. Similarly, bad phrasing can make the right note sound wrong, and good phrasing can make the wrong note sound right. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. B. Unresolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. A. Resolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. B. Unresolved. You will hear a short musical passage. How does the passage end? Here comes the correct answer. B. Unresolved.